Hi, my name is Bryce, and today I'm going to help convince you guys on why technology is a benefit for us. Within the past recent years, there's been a war on technology. What I mean by this is a lot of people come out and proclaim that technology is actually hurting society. For example, Facebook. Many people and scholars have said that Facebook is actually bad for society because it doesn't promote interactions between humans, and it also promotes isolation. As I've seen, this is not the case. Throughout time, as new things appear, many people are afraid, and because they're afraid, they think that is bad. But in reality, technology is good for us. Facebook, for example, Facebook allows us to connect with more people than we could ever possibly imagine. I personally have many friends around the globe, and if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't be able to keep in contact with them. That's an awesome benefit that we have. Also, I'm able to receive news faster. When the bombs exploded in Brussels, I was able to see it 5 minutes after it happened. Normally, back in the day, you would have to turn on the television during the times the news was broadcasted to be able to know that. But thanks to technology, now we can get information even faster than we were before. Another major argument is that people use technology as a distraction. A main example is in classrooms. Students, instead of paying attention to their teachers, they are on their phones, on Snapchat, or texting their friend. And I personally, I don't feel like this is damaging society. In reality, it doesn't matter what time period you're in, students have always distracted themselves because they're not interested in their subjects that we're teaching. And I've seen a lot of successful teachers actually be able to teach because of technology. They use things like projectors. They have kids go online and do interactive projects, and it helps keep them interested. Technology is a useful tool that we all have. Technology allows us to do things that we weren't even imaginable like 30 years ago. One of the coolest things I ever thought was holograms. Nowadays, in classrooms, it is possible to be able to put out a holographic image. And this would be awesome for a subject, for example, history, putting out a holographic image of a globe. Students and younger generations are fascinated by technology. If we can use technology in a way to entice them to learn, it will be super beneficial. I think the main reason and why people feel like technology is bad is because they're going about it the wrong way. They're trying to apply old ideas with the new things that we have today. If we would incorporate new ways of teaching with the technology that we have come out, then we'd be able to better educate this generation. It is not possible to get rid of technology. Technology is always happening, it's always growing, it's always expanding. If we try to fight technology, it's just going to create a division and we're going to get less done. Technology is super beneficial. There are many benefits that we have to technology that most people seem to forget. For example, in the medical field, new medicines have developed because of our ability to discover and update our technology or our equipment that we use. This is beneficial to society. Most people try and sidestep technology and saying that humans don't need it to be able to progress as a society. This is false. Technology is essential for our progression, and especially as as more generations come, they're more heavily dependent on technology. We use technology every single day. There's no way to get rid of it, and fighting it is not the answer. Another thing that is very great about technology is, for example, the internet. The internet allows us to search whatever we want and get results to more people that want it. If there's someone in, let's say, Africa that wants a product that's sold in the US, they can buy it online and have it shipped to them. Before, they would have to go to a physical store and buy it, and that wouldn't be possible because they live in a different continent. Technology is a blessing in our lives. Technology is what allows us to do so many things that we do today. It's what allows us to travel even farther than we were able to before. A lot of people think, like cars, for example. cars produce carbon dioxide, which promotes global warming. A lot of people want to get rid of cars, so there needs to be better, more effective transportation. But cars are so beneficial. Cars allow us to travel to places that weren't even imaginable. Cars allow us to travel, visit families that are in different states, or they're more than 200 miles away. Before, we weren't able to do that. A volcanic explosion actually creates more carbon dioxide than all the cars could produce in the world for over 10 years. Many people try to fight technology, even though it benefits us in many ways. Another prime example of how technology is actually beneficial for society and doesn't damage it is the fact that we have things like that protect buildings from earthquakes. Before, when there used to be an earthquake, it'd be devastation and all the buildings would be destroyed. In today and age, there's a lot of restrictions that we have on our building codes, especially in California. You're not allowed to build a building without a certain foundation. Many people find this pointless and like, well, I don't need this. This is all doing is restricting me. But in reality, it's actually really beneficial. We're allowed to protect ourselves. Technology is great. For example, guns. There's a big controversy with guns. Most people say guns kill people. But in reality, if you look over time, people have killed people. It doesn't matter with what tool they use. And in today's and age, if we have a gun, we're able to protect ourselves from those who try to do us harm. If a bad guy has a gun and you don't, then you're most likely going to die, which is sad. But if we also, utilize technology in whatever form it may come, it will benefit us no matter what. And with this, I'd like to conclude it saying that technology is beneficial to us, and there may be some negative effects, but the benefits outweigh the negatives. Thank you.